Um, so today I have thought about it. I've thought about it for a while, but um, I don't really know what to say. You may have known me from my other channel. Anybody who watches me now, IAG Chris. I did vlogs and some gaming over there. I do gaming this channel, mostly gaming. Um, right now, I want to tell everybody about me, who I am, and about my life. So, I was born like everybody else in a hospital. Um, well, dad, my mom got my dad, and I'm named after my dad, Chris. Well, my dad used to drink and party a lot, and I would be asleep in my room when I was just a little baby. And my dad would party and drink, and my mom couldn't put up with it no more, so when I was about 3, my mom had kicked my dad out, and that was it. And then when I was about 4, my mom had met my stepdad that she's still with today. Um, his name is Dave. When I was 4, and he's been taking care of me for 11 years now. Um, I'm 14, by the way. But whenever I remember one time my mom would tell me that like I was real sick and I had a real bad ear pain, and she went to the hospital to go get some medicine or somewhere. And I would be laying in bed and he would rub the side of my face so um, I would feel better. But on my 5th birthday, we had moved onto this hill, and my dad had came and got me to hang out with me for a day. He'd picked me up and we drove back to his house, and that is the only time I can remember him ever trying to come pick me up. Um, I had lived in Kentucky for about 2 years, I think. Um, I loved my school there. It was nice and quiet. We lived down the street for these kids that I played with. There was a park right next to my house. And mind you, I was about 4 or 5, so I had an amazing time there. Um, I've been really into gaming since I was about that age. My first gaming console was a Sega Genesis. Yeah, it's pretty old. Um, I remember getting up Saturday morning and playing Sonic. I was just happy to have that. Sorry guys, I'm getting stuck on what to say. I didn't really plan on saying anything. I mean, I didn't really plan on saying much. But after that, we had moved. If anybody knows, in Cincinnati, there's this place called State. It's like all family lives down there. My whole family was living down there. And we lived downstairs from my mom's mom. And I would go up there and play the game sometimes. And I had had the Sega all the way up until that point, and then I had got my stepdad's Xbox, the original Xbox. I remember playing countless hours of GTA Vice City on there and Destroy All Humans. And at that point, I had lived down the street from my father, and sometimes I would go down there and see if I could stay like the weekend with him, and most of the time he would say no. So that's like I've had a hard life, and not really too hard. Just my dad left, and I know some people have that happen to them, but I really can't say I care for my dad too much. But back to the story, I had gotten my Xbox right at that point. I was kind of a crazy kid in school. I was a little hyper, and I would get in trouble sometimes. And remember, I had gotten really sick one time, and I lived across the street from the school, And if you guys don't know my school, it is Euler, and that's the school I'm going to now today. Um, sorry guys, but a few years later, I had moved up in Price Hill, like Upper Price Hill. I lived on this quiet little street. I had started going to a private school, which I really didn't care for because like you had to wear them outfits, and I really can't stand them. Like we had to wear like a light blue shirt or whatever, and some dark blue pants. And if you guys see from my outfit, I really hate that. Um, I can't stand dressing nice. Only if I'm going to a dance or something with my girl. She makes me dress nice. But and if we don't do that, I won't. Um, but anyways, right there, when I lived there, I had got my third game console, which was, no, sorry guys, let me back up a little bit. Before we moved there, we moved to this other part on the other end of State Avenue, and I had gotten myself a Wii, and it was like, that was my third gaming console, and that was the only gaming console that had the better graphics that I could think of, like, because I had an Xbox original and Sega before, and these were like amazing graphics to me. That was where that's what I played my second Call of Duty on. My first Call of Duty was Call of Duty 2 or 3, I think it is, the big red one. But that was my second Call of Duty. I played Black Ops 1, and that was the second Call of Duty I've ever beaten. And Black Ops 1 was an amazing story. I mean, and I felt accomplished beating it. After that was kind of like boring, so that's when we moved up to Upper Price Hill, and I had gotten myself an Xbox 360. Sorry guys. I had gotten an Xbox 360, and it was amazing to me. Like, the controller, the way it was a lot different from the Xbox original controller. Original Xbox. I had spent days just playing on the game, so my parents had to actually, my parents had to take me set specific hours that I could play because I was always on it, and I would be failing in school because of it. So I think it was like 3 to 7 o'clock. I used to play from 3 in the afternoon to 7 o'clock at night, and I couldn't stay on any later. It was still a good time for me though, and that's where I got introduced to the second Grand Theft Auto 5 I've ever played, and that was, it's not Grand Theft Auto 5, sorry guys, the second Grand Theft Auto I've ever played, that was Grand Theft Auto 4, and that was amazing to me. Within the first week, I think I unlocked the gloves with killing all the flying rats in the city. Yeah, within the second week, I think I got the gloves. I really don't know what to say. But at that point, at that house, I was age 10, I want to say. Yeah, age 10 when we moved in there, and I turned 11 at that house. My 11th birthday was amazing. I had my friends over. Mind you, I have never had a girlfriend at that point. That comes when I turned 12. But I had never had a girlfriend at that point, so it was just like, girls have cooties, and it was me and my friends to the end of the world. And then my group broke up. The whole my friends, they just turned their backs on me. Whatever, you get a bunch of friends in life. That is when I figured out, like, at that point, that's where I figured out I had really bad eyesight. So I had to start getting glasses, and that's when I would lose my glasses over and over. And these right here are my glasses. I have to wear these all the time. Or my eyes I start getting bad headaches. But my friends broke up, and we moved to this other place. It was on a nice secluded area. It was a small backyard, but it was a big house, and I had like the living room as my room. That was pretty cool. But I had a fireplace, and that's where I got introduced to the PlayStation 3. Um, at that point, I had sold my Xbox and I had sold my Wii, and then I wanted to sell my Xbox because on my Wii was modded, and I had a bunch of newer type games on them. But when we sold my Xbox, I wanted the Wii back because it had all those cool games on it. And little did I know that that was modded, and I thought all the games would be on all the Wiis. So when I got the Wii back after I sold my Xbox, I had these old, like, these games are still cool, but I didn't really want to play them all because I couldn't get Mario. It had the old NES games and stuff like that. Sonic, Donkey Kong, Crash Bandicoot, Mario. But it didn't have Mario and stuff. And that's why I didn't really play it much, and I got bored of it quickly. And that's where I got into one of my favorite TV series that it stopped playing, I think. I'm not really sure. But it's How I Met Your Mother. Was watching that. I watched every episode of that, and it's one of my favorite TV series to this day. Sorry, guys. But after that, I had got the PS3, and I would be on that 24/7, and that's where I played my first Resident Evil. It was Resident Evil 5. And I have to say, my favorite Resident Evil was Resident Evil 4. I had played that a few years after I played Resident Evil 5. I played that like 3 years ago, I think. Something like that. I'm sorry, guys. But at that house, I had turned 12, and it was me, my friends, and all my friends were there. New friends. I had got new friends at this point, and we have been friends for a while. I'm still friends with one of them. It's Edward. He was there, and he's on this channel with me. But I had turned 12, and I was having a good time. And then me and my family decided to move to Georgia. Yep, GA. Yeah, you might as well thank Georgia Peaches. But we were there for about 2 weeks before I got enrolled to my school. I forgot what the school's name was, but we lived in Ringgold, Georgia. Heritage Middle School. Heritage, that was where I had my longest. We had lived down there for about 3 or 4 months, and I don't know why we moved back, because that was a really nice area. I loved it down there. It was all secluded. We had this nice pit bull, had these woods we can go explore in. But we moved back. But before we moved back, like when we first moved there, it was my first day in school, and I had a few friends there. Like a few people would come up and talk to me, and then I met this beautiful girl, and yeah, I was 12, but me and her was talking, and after about a week or two, we started I think we found out that we clicked, and we started dating. We were dating for a while, exchanged numbers. We would talk on the phone for hours. And then, after about 3 months of us living there, I had found out that she had cheated on me, and I thought it was going to be love forever, and I was heartbroken because I thought it was going to be forever. First love is always forever, right? That's what you always think. But after another month, we had moved back to Cincinnati, and that's where I am now, Cincinnati. And I went back to my old school, which is Euler. I changed a few schools before I went back to Euler, but I didn't go back to Euler just then because we had been broke and we didn't have anywhere to live. Because on the process of moving to Georgia, we lost our Section 8. So we had came back up here, and we were staying with my stepdad's family in like an apartment above them that was not rented out. We were staying there. We stayed there for a few months before we got in our house that we live in now. And we've been living in this house for about 2 years now. Yeah, about 2 years. No, over 2 years now, sorry. And this is where I had my 13th birthday and my 14th birthday. I am 14 right now. When I moved back up here, I met this beautiful girl. She was in my school. She was in my 4th grade class, and she's been an Oiler ever since then, and she's still there today. I was with her for 9 months, and then I don't know what happened. She just stopped texting as much and everything, and she was my first kiss. I really thought me and her were gonna last forever just because of that, but this stuff happened and we broke up. And here I am a year later with my beautiful girlfriend. We've been dating for a month and 15 days now, and I'm so proud to call her mine. She's amazing, she's funny, she has a beautiful smile, beautiful eyes. She's an artist like me. And last year is where I picked up into my art. Actually, hold on guys, 1 second. I'm sorry, I should have been prepared. I didn't know I was going to be doing this. This last year is where I got into my art, and I like to draw. I take the drawing after my dad. This right here is what he drew, just to give you guys something like to show what he can do. That is what my dad can do, and what I can do. I'm not as good as him yet. I have my little portfolio right here. I'm not really as good as my dad yet, but I still try every day. I try to best myself. Yeah, guys, I've always tried to best myself and try to make myself better. I take art classes, and I'm gonna get my girlfriend into taking art classes with me because she is really good at it too. And I want to see if I can get her into some classes with me. Alright guys, hopefully that got it all, and back to the story. The girl that I said I was with for 9 months, well, we had broken up, and now she is trying to mess with my best friend Edward, and she had dumped me for some dude after 9 months, and I'm trying to warn him that she's probably going to do the same to him, but he don't believe me. I'm just going to let him do that. But I'm happy now with my girlfriend. And back to the gaming. As you guys may know, I play Xbox One now. Play Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto 5, Black Ops 3, Call of Duty Ghosts. And I've been in the gaming ever since I was 5, and I took up art real good last year. That's where that finally came in, and I've been in the music is one of the few things that calm me down. I listen to rock bands, Pierce the Veil, Sleeping with Sirens, Black Veil Brides, Ice Nine Kills, people like them, and people at my school. I blast my earbuds on the bus, on the metro, and in the hallway. People at school get aggravated with me just because I don't listen to all that rap, and I was like, this is a quote, but I'm gonna say it, and I say this to people that get mad. I say, listen to the meaning before you judge the screaming, and I just hate when people get mad at that. I mean, listen to the actual music before you get past the screaming and listen to the actual meaning of the song. I mean, my music calms me down. I actually fall asleep listening to them bands, and that's the only thing that calms me down. Some people that don't like music like that might actually think that it enrages you, but it calms me down. And another person I listen to, like, he's kind of rap, but kind of R&B, he's Eminem. And he's gotten me through so much in life. Whenever, like, I was feeling angry or anything, I would listen to him. And one of the many songs that I listen to by him is No Apologies. And that has gotten me through a lot of broken friendships and everything. But, yeah, guys, I'm in this wonderful house now. I'm with a wonderful girl. I'm doing art. I listen to music. Play a game for y'all. And I was making this video today just to tell you all about my life from, I'm only 14, so this is, I'm not even, I'm like 1/4 through my whole life, but, I just wanted to make this video from when I was born, the 14 years in this world. I've learned so much, and I'm planning to learn a lot more. But I just want to tell you guys all about my life, just so you can get a better understanding about Chris. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys.